brutal. So we're working on this smb1 platform level right now. Specifically trying to go back through and redesign. I guess it's really just this ending segment now. We got the first two segments done last time. I haven't actually tested any of this, but all of this, like, theoretically should work. Although I already see that I want it to be more like that, I think. Maybe even just like that.
Back in the streets doing a hood reporting again. I can't. She said, I don't know where Mama Joyce is getting her information from, but it looks like she's back in the streets doing hood reporting again. I cannot. Because Mama Joyce will always be like, word on the street is da-da-da. Like, she'll never say, like, who told her. Just word on the street is da-da-da. Fucking Mama Joyce. I can't. In the background, I'm watching Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yep. So we'll get wonderful Housewives commentary.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay. Let's test that this works, and also, I guess, reconfigure the controller to this Xbox controller for tonight's race.
Yeah, we're gonna need to figure out your situation.
Yep.
This is a jelly one.
Okay. Alright, well I already see the setup here kind of breaks if you're able to stall more.
I remember that from the first time I watched this too. And I remember, like, I started rewatching, and I saw them being all happy and cute and stuff, and I was like, I remember something about you. I was right.
How's it going, Amber? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Oh wait, there's one left. Woo! I got it. No. There was one more? Are you fucking kidding me? Where? Oh. Hey, Amber.
Oh, that bullshit actually works, but it's hard. Okay. This setup, like, kind of works, but kind of doesn't. Okay. It kind of works and kind of doesn't. Let's actually... I wonder if this works better if I raise that by a tile, so you get, like, slightly more time to stall.
Yep,
Yep, the second I was done.
you were done.
Second I'm done casting, the construction's nice and quiet. Can't be heard at all. The rest of the time I'm battling the construction forces.
This is how it works.
I think actually moving it down, moving this down. Hi Crunch, how's it going?
Crunch is here!
Bun says hi.
Sorry, Crunch, I missed you.
Ooh, voices. True. I haven't really been on mic very much lately because Bun's been studying a lot, but Bun's not feeling like streaming, but is fine being on mic, so...
I want to stream, but I know I just need to rest. That protest took a lot out of me. And then we were only there for like an hour.
Yeah, we went to a protest today to protest...
Everything. What weren't we protesting?
It would probably be faster to list the things that weren't being protested today, but... yeah, it was fun, but also I'm definitely glad we didn't do much more than we actually did for it.
Oh, yeah, I'm so fucking tired. Like, I wish we could have stayed longer, but I had to listen to my body.
Yeah.
35 is listening to your body. Protesting is exhausting. There were so many people.
Yeah,
like,
there were...
The one that me and Talia went to in February was a lot smaller just because it was on a Wednesday, so like a lot of people were at work and stuff. Or, you know, maybe people didn't hear about it or whatever. This one, well, I think that one was across all the states too.
Yeah, I think this one was just
and then this one
weekend
was across all the states also, but actually on a Saturday, so people who work Monday through Friday could actually be there.
Yeah, they had...
And it was wild, like all of Capitol Mall was full.
Yeah, they had so many people apparently that they had to like cancel a community thing that they had planned.
Yeah, they were
because
gonna
there
do like a
people.
community enrichment activity, and then they were like, yeah, we can't do that anymore because of there's too many people, which we're not upset about, but sorry.
I'm sorry to those that were looking forward to the community enrichment.
It was amazing, but like I cried like 5 times. My pain was already hurting before we went. It's really flared up now. The spoons are non-existent, and I knew that doing anything else today would just be taking from any spoons I could muster up tomorrow. So. But yeah, it was overwhelmingly positive. Going to a protest like that really reminds you that, like, there's probably more people on your side than on theirs.
Yeah.
And, like, sometimes it feels like that's not the case until you actually, like, see it with your eyes and, like, feel the energy that's there.
You're also moving. Well, I hope
Oh, yeah, it is that time, isn't it?
I hope it goes smoothly.
Did you find a place nearby? Because I really love that location for you. Oh, still looking. Okay. But, like, in the process of getting packed up and stuff.
Oh, hope it goes smoothly.
Yeah, I hope you find a good spot. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother calling on a Saturday either. They're definitely not gonna care or be there. sleepy, so sleepy.
I literally was just thinking that.
Well, you also haven't had any of that delicious salad yet, so.
I haven't.
I just want this guy to spawn consistently, but I'm not sure. Maybe if I like scoot him over a tile so he starts to spawn sooner? Maybe that's what's wrong here. You hit the road tomorrow, Vex? Good luck. I hope the drive goes smoothly.
Are the storms gonna calm down by tomorrow? Or you have to just brief them? Also, how long of a drive will it be for you?
I hope all the friends are able to settle in from their move soon.
Good luck, everyone, with all of the moving.
They're supposed to calm down.
Okay, good. I was hoping so. Oh, they're back.
Okay, this might have been the key. I think the exact spacing that I had before sometimes let that piranha plant delay be a little too long. Are we gonna buy a Switch too? Probably eventually, but I don't know if we have the money for it right now.
Definitely not on launch.
Yeah.
But, like, we plan to, eventually.
Pretty much all of the games that I've seen for the Switch 2 look right up our alley. That new Donkey Kong game in particular looks really, really, really good. I'm like really actually very excited for that one. But honestly, I was more planning on the Switch 2 potentially being like a holiday thing for us. And given the state of the world, I will be lucky if it's a holiday thing for us. But
Yeah. Like, we'll see how much it ends up costing.
yeah, my hope is that
Yeah.
we'll eventually be able to just get a deal for it. My guess would be not, Vex. Although I guess I don't really know, because, like, Sony kind of did a PS4, PS5 overlap thing for a while.
This is very overwhelming.
And Nintendo does have a tendency to also do that, like the Switch and 3DS stuff.
Like, it's a weekend.
It sure is.
Go home.
It's a lovely day out, but that means we don't want to hear your
No,
bullshit.
for real. That means everyone's windows are open and it's all we can hear. It's so annoying. Oh my god, they're like drilling into my brain. I can't handle it. Kenya's fighting with her boyfriend.
Yeah, given the kind of massively increased specs for the Switch 2, I think that's allowing it to get away with a lot of stuff that the Switch 1 just, like, straight up can't do.
What are we doing and why does it not stop ever?
I don't know. Do you need a dab about it?
Is this sensitivity, like, part of ADHD? Or is that leaning towards an autism plus ADHD situation?
I'm gonna be honest.
We know I have ADHD. I was more asking Crunch. Crunch, that was for you.
So yeah, I think as long as the thing doesn't snap here.
having this intensive sensory issues where like they're clearly using a saw or something next door and it feels like my brain is on the wood that they're sawing and they're sawing through it, and it's kind of making me want to throw up right now. So like, is that part of ADHD, or is that another tally in the column of I think I have autism too? Because I cannot function right now. I can't even play my game. What game?
I'm gaming.
It's like I'm especially sensitive to sounds and smells and textures.
You're sensitive to
all of the senses. What even are the other senses? Those are 3. Taste? Oh, pfft. Yeah, disgusting. What's the other one? Sight? Oh my god, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm sensitive on all the senses. I couldn't think of what the 5 senses.
Sight? Oh, yeah.
Something is flashing. I want to die.
Okay. All of this feels good, by the way. This is kind of like a little bit of a gotcha obstacle the first time you get here, but also this segment's really not that long.
That's what I thought, Crunch. I think I just have some sort of Venn diagram overlap. It might not be the biggest overlap, but there's an overlap for sure. For sure.
Okay, so the good news is we're officially tested up through the last midway of this level and only have 2 more of these platforms to do. Basically the way I've been kind of redesigning this portion of the game to mirror this level, which is the same version of it but like with 1 checkpoint instead. So this level has like 6 sets of these little tendon platforms and like 1 continuous chain of stuff you gotta do. Whereas this version of the level, which I think is just this one, has the same like sets of platforms, but with checkpoints kind of strewn about where I felt like it was important. Which has honestly allowed us to actually make visually much harder levels. But I think as you're playing them, depending on your skill, the gold disc route should still go pretty fast because you're getting checkpoints like, I don't know, every like 20 to 30 seconds. I'm trying to be pretty generous with checkpoints on this route. It's not going to be like every single jump you get a save state like I did for the race level. It like could be, I guess, but I'm finding that it's a little bit easier to just like design kind of an isolated idea. Good use of strewn about, thank you. But whenever we're done with this last segment here, it's probably not going to look like this. This is just what it looks like in the regular cherry disc route of the level. I'll probably try to have an ending that like somewhat mirrors this, where you gotta like raise the platforms and grab an orb at the right time. But I don't want it to be the exact same ending, so I guess before we even get too far, let's just get rid of the blocks, because I don't know if making this a P-switch route is even really the thing I want to do for it. And I guess honestly, I could just make this like that, because that doesn't actually change anything here. It looks like it does, but like you have to be spin jumping off of the platform as it's falling anyway. I think this overall is going to be an interesting idea to watch players play through, though. Selfishly, when I design hacks, I always want it to be a little fun for me to watch people play through stuff. But I haven't really seen a hack like explore checkpointing like this before. Because typically you either go in the direction of, like, say someone like Maddie, who checkpoints, like, exceptionally often, but also kind of gets to get away with pretty silly shit because she's checkpointing all the time. Or you go someone more around the route of, like, Barb or something, who, like, designs a flowy level, but it's just, like, a marathon of a level of, like, 80 to 90 seconds of stuff thrown together. And you don't normally see, like, both design styles present in the same hack, and especially not really in like non-collab stuff, I don't think. So I think it'll be fun to both explore that and also kind of explore the idea of like the same level being done two different ways by the same creator, because I think that we're able to get away with more kind of like obstacles that I would probably try to shy away from on these routes where I'm just checkpointing literally wherever I feel like I want one. And I think it should lead to this still being a faster playthrough for most people, even though the stuff that I'm asking them to do is maybe not as easy as it once was. But also, like, quite honestly, the the skill ceiling for SMW Kaizo has just blown so far above anything that I could possibly imagine that I think even if I wasn't nerfing my difficulty and stuff and trying to think of what might be fun to play instead of what's just hard, like if I was just intentionally trying to design the hardest thing I could, and still probably wouldn't be, like, super hard. The only person who's ever asked me for something, like, exceptionally difficult like that, though, is Shabda. And she, like, really wants me to design a precision thing. Okay, so I think the only jump I haven't really done so far that I wanted to explore is a jump that I took out of the Cherry Disc route originally, because it was too hard to execute in the middle of a level. But basically it's that, where I like snap this and then jump over. Yeah, so I've had a lot of these ideas as I've been designing these levels, but since bunbun 4 originally had only the one checkpoint thing in mind, because like for a minute I thought that was going to be the main gimmick of the hack, was that it was just a bunch of one checkpoint levels, there were a lot of ideas I had along the way that I kind of had to get rid of, because I was like, nah, this isn't fun to ask a player to do like 40 seconds into a segment or whatever. But when I have the freedom to put a checkpoint before literally any obstacle, I can actually bring some of those ideas back. Which is honestly pretty nice, because to be perfectly honest, there's like a lot of stuff, not just in bunbun 4, but across all of my hacks at this point, that I've had to get rid of because it was probably too difficult to ask the player to do at the time, that I now think are probably perfectly fine to ask the player to do. Like this obstacle, for instance, right here, where you have to bounce off of this Koopa and then during the damage boost on your way up, hit this and then do a shell jump up. I've had an idea for that specific shell jump for like a really long time, but it only really makes sense either right before a checkpoint or right after a checkpoint, because there's a little bit of leniency with both, right? Because before a checkpoint obstacle, you only have to get it once, and then you have a checkpoint right after and you never have to get it again. And after a checkpoint, it doesn't really matter so much if an obstacle's hard, because you have a checkpoint right before it, so you're learning it anyway. Thanks. I think it's gonna be pretty interesting to play out. It's Like, I asked for playtesting and then realized that I wanted to do things this way and then realized I was only like halfway done with stuff. Still, nobody else has actually played any of bunbun 4 yet, but I think once it gets out there, it's gonna be more than I think people were expecting, which is nice. Because I did originally set out for this to be a pretty low-key hack, honestly, and it's evolving into not that, but that's okay. I don't mind it being a bigger project, because quite honestly, I haven't really been designing an SMW for a while. I thought the bunbun 3 was going to be my last, like, big-ass hack that I was going to be designing, but I think this is probably going to end up being bigger than that by the time it's done. Hopefully not, like, level-wise. I think content-wise it's probably going to end up being bigger than that, but hopefully level-wise I'm still able to keep it around. Like, I don't particularly want this to be more than 20 exits, even if you count the distinct gold and cherry disc routes. I think it might end up being that way, but I'm aiming for it to not be, because the mental threshold of a 20 exit hack versus one that's like less than that is actually pretty significant, I think. Also, I'm gonna keep mentioning it, these directional spikes and these camera blocks have been the low-key MVPs of bunbun 4 so far. Hack right now is pretty chunky because I keep having new ideas. Yeah, I feel like anytime I've designed a big hack, it's always been like, I'm gonna start with a small hack and just throw some levels together, just let people play stuff, and then every time I'm like, oh, it'd be cool if I added this though, it'd be cool if I added this though, it'd be cool if I added this though, and suddenly I'm in the middle of some massive ass project that I inflicted entirely on myself. But like, honestly, it's been helping to have something to focus on that's just kind of chill and exactly as hard as I want it to be because I'm the one designing it. That's a good idea. Just figure it out later, because hacks can definitely have their own shapes and stuff for sure. Alright, I mean, I guess we were just spinning a lot. I haven't really done that much like regular jumping in this level, actually. Let's do a regular jump here. I was gonna potentially have this be another spin jump, but I think a regular jump is better. Yeah, the camera blocks are, like, I don't know if I'll ever be designing a hack without them at this point, honestly, because they're, like, ridiculously helpful. The first person I saw really use the camera blocks in a way that, like, I finally understood was Bufflin when I was testing chicanery for him. Oh, that horizontal does seem good. Let me copy that for later. I also see that the old school level design contest is happening right now. Thank you for sharing that, Anthony.
Getting in my way when I'm trying to write. Too much.
Hair, please.
Like, when did it get so long?
I mean, I guess it's been a while since you've gotten your hair cut, but...
I mean, it's been a year since I got my hair cut, but... But I don't want that metal fork.
Just replace it then.
Talk about everything just got up. Sorry.
I guess it'd be kind of fun to see what it's like if these are like really long. I don't think there's like a limit and like how far apart these can be. And if there is, we'll find out together. Good luck with Nubby's Number Factory. I've seen a little bit of that and it seems pretty
Straight
interesting.
nubbing it.
Yep.
Was that Alyssa's title earlier? Something like that. Once my tattoo is more healed, we should try to have a river day soon.
Okay.
Like before it's too hot. I gotta not let that guy ruin the river for me. It was years ago.
Yeah.
So long ago.
prefer this with the clear ceiling up here. I don't know.
I'm not sure either. I guess we'll find out. Coming up.
That didn't take long.
Literally the first bite it got on my chin. Thank you.
Yep.
Your hair is tickling my arm. Sorry, you keep like looking over like this and it's tickling my arm. I wasn't gonna say anything, then it happened for like a third time and I was like, nope, I gotta say something. What? Why do we have that bright blue wall and then that slightly different but uglier bright blue chair? And then in her office she has like vinyl pink chairs. No, I'm telling you, Candy has the worst taste. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think that sharing one salad was like the perfect amount of food for us for lunch.
Mm-hmm. sound.
I feel a sound coming on. It is almost the universal time for dabs.
Your clothes are everything to me.
just needs to be a regular jump then and not the spin jump.
Maybe instead of putting these in, I could use my headphones and just like listen to music on my phone.
Yeah.
If it comes back on. Because it will be easier to put in and out of my ears.
Okay, I think as long as I force like the absolute max jump there, we're good on this jump now. Still a little. You know, it would technically fix this, but it's a little awkward. Yeah. To race on another tile? There's no way, right?
Is it going again? There's not a card.
That's a card.
I can like barely hear it, but I can hear the something like loud.
Not the type of music I expected to hear from a motorcycle raging by. I don't think I've ever heard like a motorcycle listening to Coheed and Cambria before.
It was Coheed?
Sounded like it. Okay, so I can, if I move this over to here, but I think it makes more sense. Kind of just looks better if there's at least like a little bit for it to stand on right there. That said, can I shorten this if I just make it like this? Because there's really no reason for like the weight right here otherwise. I think this might make it too short and throw off this jump. We'll see. Yeah, this just makes it fall immediately.
on this.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm glad we went with this weird chuck jump here. It actually feels pretty good in this level. Well, it doesn't actually work, but it is funny.
Elevator to hell. Elevator, if you will.
Yep. Well. I think a tile up and a tile more of leniency should be enough for this ending, though. Would be pretty nice to actually, like, finish up this level before the ROM hack race. That would be pretty convenient timing for me to switch back.
That would be cool.
And then the 11 exits designed, especially once this one is done, is a complete lie, because we're up to like 14 now, I think. I wasn't originally going to count the gold disc route of each level as its own thing, because it was originally just going to be the cherry disc, but with extra checkpoints. But since I've changed my mind on that, I'm now basically just designing entirely new levels with the same ideas, but with more checkpoints. I think they're their own exits now. Let me test that again. Maybe some glue going out. Is it possible to do this if I just do the ending better? I'm still probably gonna just lower it by a tile or something just to play it safe, but... Okay, let's bring all this over to here. I think that's the easiest solution to this ending, so it's just the solution we're gonna go with. No sense in overcomplicating it. Well, that time I feel like I could have gone 3 tiles up. Never mind, we barely made it. Okay, let's test that from the top, but I think that's otherwise pretty good for this level. I haven't seen most of this in a minute, so... Oops. Okay. No! It's the opposite of what I wanted to do. I might add like a sprite solid block or 1F0 or something here to make this shell jump like a little bit easier. I almost saved it from there, that's funny. This little bonk is actually a little hard. I might need to take a look at the entrance to this setup. I think the shell jump bit is probably fine, but... I cannot shell jump to save my life today. Hopefully there's not a shell jump in the race level that we're doing in 15 minutes.
I do agree. At a certain point, there is such a thing as too much ass.
What you gonna do with all that ass? All that ass inside them
Literally
jeans?
won't even fit inside them jeans. It just makes you scream all the time.
All the time, all the time.
I know. I'm trying really hard not to do this thing.
Also, speaking of Gwen Stefani, I think that's Gwen Stefani, I've been listening to a decent amount of like No Doubt stuff because they released a No... Oh no, that was Fergie, never mind, not Gwen Stefani.
Oh, well, the rhinestones from this fell out.
Well, either way, I've been listening to No Doubt, and I was surprised how hard No Doubt actually rocks, because I only really remember Gwen Stefani for Holla Back Girl, though.
Amazing.
But then No Doubt is actually like hella good, and I'm like,
They
oh
were
yeah.
ska at first. Ska!
Alright, finally. That setup probably needs to be slightly tweaked, but the general idea is fine. I got pushed up into that spike? That's weird. I gotta push this jump off the gray platform a little bit more than I have been.
Time to stand, don't tell me what to do.
Get on your feet.
I already got up and made it happen.
You did get up and make it happen
I
today.
really did. Also, how come I can only be funny if it's not for a protest sign? I don't understand.
Protest signs are just a different kind of funny, I don't
They're
know.
hard.
Okay, so if you get over here late, this piranha plant just doesn't spawn right, which means that I probably have to slightly tweak this setup too. The ideas of these obstacles are fine, but they need like slight tweaking, which is honestly whatever. It's bound to happen. I'm still gonna count this as a completed exit because it functions the way I want it to. It just needs to be cleaned up slightly. But
oh yeah, this is the one with friends. You pick a friend, they like a certain color, and then they do a thing when you get that many of that color.
I see.
You don't trust the friends,
Cool. Alright, so that's the first 2 levels of the gold route have been redesigned, as well as the switch palace right here. So we are actually gonna jump ahead here. Let's find... Design 14. Boosting up. There's a chance, by the way, that I end up just like not even doing this boss and or the boss of the castle, because I was originally planning on having the gold kind of just be like a surprise. This doesn't actually count for exits on the counter thing. But these are separate levels now, so I think it makes more sense to just have like kind of a condensed main overworld.
Do you want a 10?
Yeah, probably. Hi Talia, thanks.
So apparently, at least when I got the Hokas, the guy at Fleet Feet suggested getting a half size bigger.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just go ahead and finish the visuals on this level. I was gonna do that at a different time, but since Bingo Sync's not working anyway, we might as well just do this. Hope everyone is doing well. We had our salads and actually shared this time, and it was a pretty good amount of food for lunch, but I think we're both getting hungry for dinner now. I am glad that today's ROM hack race was just like a fun, chill Mario level. Shout out Sykes for that. It's been a while since I've been able to do a race in like 10 minutes. I think this would probably look better if I reincorporated it.
Stop it, I keep wanting these kids' shoes. This is the second one I want. The other one was like a light green checkerboard with Velcro. And I've gotten adult Velcro Vans before, so it wasn't like completely preposterous. I think it might be for an adult.
think I kind of like the idea of replacing these like vertical cement blocks with just the ground like this, and only using the cement as like the one tile grounds that you need to fill in. I think since this level kind of has a lot going on, like mechanically, it makes sense to sort of simplify the visuals as much as I can. Especially since it's kind of just a creative choice at this point. You might as well choose to make it easier for the player to read.
Stop, these are so cute. Why are they toddlers? Apparently I just want all of the toddler vans and I'm really upset that I cannot fit in them.
Yeah, that checks out.
Whoa, a shiny snowboard boot.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm looking for my sale shoes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're not in chat, you're on mic.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I was like, you didn't say anything actually.
Yeah, no, I'm on microphone.
Yep.
To be fair, I'm not really normally on mic anymore, so
No, I'm not used to it apparently.
it's quite honestly been a little while, which is the main reason why
You're
I'm...
like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even really super used to it myself, honestly, but... Okay, I do think that going back and adding this ground in over the cement block is definitely making this feel more like a final level and not just like an idea. There's some really small stuff I need to tweak like earlier on in the level, but I think minimizing the amount of cement blocks I need to use in general, but especially just kind of like haphazardly is probably a good idea. Then I can decide in some spots if I want to mix it up and make the visuals more complicated based on what areas look simple now.
I thought this was a canvas tote bag. It is a tank top.
Oh.
And I only knew that because it says tank top underneath it.
Changing it back to regular 17 for this level impact anything? No? Okay. Well, let's do that then, because we can actually end this with the bush. The sign cut off list in the right spot? No. I think it makes sense to try to reincorporate in the signs as like indicators of the final checkpoint if I'm not going to be bringing back the last checkpoint graphics from last pack entirely. I might end up doing that, I haven't decided yet. It's probably not really that much work for me to do, I just have to do it. In lieu of that, for now, we'll just make room for the signs. I'm pretty sure I can just carve out ground everywhere that I need to.
Stop, of course this is little kids. This flame pullover hoodie is everything. Oh my god. Everything is kids. How do I like say no kids? This shirt too. Both of these shirts. Oh my god. A kid's camo mini skirt? I know they're joking. Kids get all the good stuff. Look at this shirt for children.
It's pretty cute.
I'm upset. I saw a kid's crop top and I was like, what kid is wearing a crop top?
should fix every level that I have on this path so far to have a sign. Switched palettes just can't really have one, just based on the way that it is, but...
Oh, this hat looks soft.
Yeah, it does. Have those bushes here because it's just gonna get eaten by the platform. I can maybe have these smaller ones.
MLM. Of all these businesses, Bedroom Candy is the only one that's making money. Like, I wonder why. Because of
why.
Shorts for like swimming. Really sick of their kids' selections. He's so excited about something else and it's for kids. And I'm like, well, do you have an adult size? Why are these affordable?
should be enough to be able to tell that that's background elements and not. I added some
How cute.
there, that looks nice in here. Thanks. I know I'll have to do that to the regular version of this level now, but that's okay. Back along here. Palette to that one. While we're in the mindset of that, let's go ahead and fix up this one. I might need to very slightly change some of this level to make sure that it actually works a little bit. So I'll save this first, switch this to 17 and hope it doesn't break anything. Okay, nice, it doesn't. Perfect. So, switching graphics off of E17 back to default 17 allows me to decorate these bushes for a little bit. Which normally is kind of just a waste of tile space, honestly. If you don't, like, super need it, but... It is pretty wild how much these bushes like actually add to this level, because it looks kind of flat before. Now it adds a little bit of dimension right. Graphics are important. Those levels feel pretty similar but different, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's take a peek at the next level, but I might just wrap up a little early. Take a look, but I think this will probably be really common for today. Yeah, I think this level has a lot of potential in the rework that I frankly haven't touched yet, because this is the level that's basically nothing but a bunch of gray platforms and like thwomps and stuff. And I think there's some cool stuff that I can do with this one. There's also like a little bit of water obstacles that I have here in the cherry route that I could potentially explore a little bit more. But either way, there's definitely a lot more that we can explore in this level. Hi Carrie, how's it going? Good to see you. I don't know if I super have it in me to start another level today, but honestly, we completely cleared out this level, touched it up with some graphics. I'm like very pleasantly surprised at how much the bushes are adding to the cleanliness of this level. I was worried it might make it a little cluttered, but I think looking at it here, it looks like it's fine. I guess I haven't even really seen it in game. We can check it out in game really quick before I wrap up. I can barely even see any of that in bush, but it's fine. I guess I can have the camera like scroll once you reach a certain point again. It doesn't actually probably need to stop at all, but let me check the start of that level actually. I hope you're doing well, Carrie, by the way. It's good to see you.
Oh, cool. I'm glad that I reset my password to log in because it's free shipping.
Oh, nice.
Free standard shipping for Van's family. Cool. Ordered.
Thank.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't think so either, except it would have taken fucking forever and we would have hated ourselves for having to go all the way out there. This piranha plant is still a little particular. Alright, cool. That level feels good. Let me just snooze this ad and then we'll just wrap up here, I think. That seems like a good spot. It does look like Bingo's back, but I don't have it in me to go back to Bingo right now, so I'd rather just end now and then be able to wake up potentially a little early, go to the store, and then start when I have my Bingo match and stuff tomorrow. I do have my UFO 50 Bingo League match at like 1 p.m. Pacific, and I don't think I'm able to stream those matches. I don't think they would be mad if I like streamed my own side, but I just don't know if this laptop can handle streaming to Discord and Twitch at the same time. So we may be on after that. If there's UFO 50 bingo for us to be able to play, we'll probably do that. If not, we'll probably get started on what level is it? The redesign of this level, so it stands out more kind of similar to what we've been doing with the other gold disc routes, where it's like compacted ideas that are spread apart by like 20-30 second checkpoints or something pretty generous like that. So you can get like the idea of the theming of the levels and like how the platforms and stuff work or whatever, and then go into the cherry route, which is like a longer